Once again, welcome to our channel, PNP Project Eskuwela, Teacher Ko Police Program. We will be discussing the early method of detecting deception. Historically, early human beings have their own way of detecting lie or guilt on the part of the accused and accuser. Their common method is through the application of ordeal. An ordeal is a severe test of character or endurance, trying course of experience. It is Dei Indicum, meaning miraculous decision. The search for a reliable means to identify the untrustworthy is as ancient as man. Take note that some techniques were founded in superstitions and or the religious belief that God would in some way reveal the truth and disallow the immorality. Many of these attempts, in fact, had some psychological and physiological basis. Other methods relied solely on fear of continued pain and torture. What were the early methods of detecting deception? Number 1, red-hot iron ordeal. An accused placed his tongue to a red-hot iron 9 times, unless burned sooner. Take note that if burned, he is put to death as he is guilty. Not just licking the iron, but also he is made to carry the metal into his hands. Practice on the hill of the tribe of Ramal and North Bengal. Number 2, ordeal. By balance is used where the accused is placed in the other end, while the counterbalance is made. If he were found to be lighter than before, then he will be acquitted. An ordeal practice in the Bisno, India. Number 3, boiling water ordeal. The method was that the subject will be asked to plunge their right arms into boiling water to the elbow and step into the other side of the fire. This is common in Africa. All are told to undergo the test without a murmur, and when all are finished, they are told to return at the same time, the next afternoon. So the one who showed blisters would prove the guilty one. Number 4, ordeal by rice chewing. The person on trial eats the rice, then spits upon an eyeful lip. If the saliva is mixed with blood, or the corner of his mouth swell, or he trembles, he is declared then a liar. An ordeal practice in the Indians. It is formed with a kind of rice called sassy, prepared with various incantations. Number 5, ordeal of the red water. The ordeal of the sassy bark or red water was used where the accused is made to fast for 12 hours, then swallows a small amount of rice until he is imbibed in dark-colored water. This water is actually emetic, and if the suspect ejects all the rice, he is considered innocent. Otherwise, the accused is guilty. Used in a wide region of Eastern Africa. Number 6, combination of drinks and food ordeal. The accused fasted for 12 hours, and the given amount of rice to eat followed by large amount of black water. If the concoction was vomited, the accused was pronounced innocent, otherwise guilty. So, an ordeal practiced by the West African region. Number 7. Trial by combat. Trial by combat, the fight between the accuser and the accused. Whoever lost, the battle will be adjudged guilty. According to historians, trial by combat was the earliest method of determining truthfulness and deception of a person or persons suspected for the commission of an offense. It is the resolving of an issue through strength of arms. For example, there are two men approach a fallen victim. Each claim he did not kill and assert to be righteous and innocent of the accusation. To prove their allegation, they engage in combat. The ideal assumption is that the truthful individual will win through. However, the most skilled in combat usually will become victorious and thus made him as having the rightful claim, and that the loser will be declared guilty and will suffer the consequence thereafter. Trial by torture. The accused was put into a severe physical test. If the accused can endure such torture, he will be considered innocent. Take note, class, that the scenario changed very little by medieval times. The custom knights engaged in mortal combat to decide whose lord had the right in any controversy. While the practice was functionally the same as trial by combat, the ethical premise was different. It was held that the fighting skill of an individual was not related to his truthfulness of lying. So, the knight representing the truth would be victorious due to divine intervention. That is, that a just God would not allow injustice to prevail. Drinking ordeal. The accused was given a decoction to drink by a priest. If innocent, no harm befalls him, but if guilty, will die. Trial of the Eucharist. This trial is reserved for the clergy and administered with the pomp and ceremony. If the accused is guilty, it was believed that angel Gabriel will descend from heaven and prevent the accused from swallowing the food given to him. Number 10, ordeal by heat and fire. The accused was compelled to walk barefooted through the fire. If he remains unhurt, then he is innocent. Practice in East Germany, early Scandinavian countries, and early England. Ordeal of boiling oil or water. The accused was forced to dip his hands into the boiling water or oil and asked to pick up stone in it. If he remains unhurt, then he is innocent. Practice in Asian countries and in the Philippines. Noong unang panahon, ginagawa nila ito. The accused was forced to dip his hands into the boiling water. Inilalagay yung kamay doon sa kumukulong tubig o kaya sa kumukulong langis o mantika. And if kukunin nila doon yung bato. Kapag hindi sila nasaktan sa kanilang ginawa, kahit sobrang init ng tubig o langis, then he is innocent. Ordeal of red hot needle. A red hot needle was drawn through the lips of the accused. If innocent, no blood will seen flowing out. Practice in East Africa. 13. Ordeal of the Tiger. The accuser and accused were placed together in the same, and a tiger sit loose upon them. If both were spared, further elimination followed. So, practice in Thailand. Number 14. Test of the Cross Ordeal. The accuser and the accused each were made to stand with arms crossed on their breasts. The one who endured the longest was deemed to have told the truth, and the other is the liar. Practice in Europe. 15. Donkey's Tail Ordeal. A donkey was placed in one room alone and was observed. If the donkey cried as judge of the guilty of crimes, then the accused is guilty. The next development in the search for truth was the so-called trial by ordeal. So this is trial by ordeal. It was assumed once again that God would intervene on behalf of the innocent, and that is, God would not allow any innocent individual to be harmed. While these attempts to detect truth appeared to be leaden by religious beliefs, they were in fact based upon practical observations, both psychological and physiological phenomena, which plays an important role in the truth-finding process. But now, because of the evolution of time, nawala yung mga ganitong klase ng paniniwala. So, napalitan ito. Nagkaroon tayo ng justice system in the Philippines, na kung saan ang isang nagkasala ay lilitisin sa harap ng husgado. Mayroon na tayong due process of law. Hindi na tayo nag-o-observe, hindi na natin ito ginagawa dito sa Pilipinas. We have now justice system. And kung ikaw ay nagkasala after due process of law, and before ka nagkasala, you are innocent until proven guilty. Hindi ka pwedeng parusahan. Magkaiba yung way ng justice natin noon at saka ngayon. Once again, have a nice day. Keep safe, everyone. Thank you and God bless. Once again, welcome to our channel, PNP Project E-Eskuwela.